Welcome to another vlog. We are back at the house doing some work today. We're actually checking out Paralive. So exciting. So yeah, can't wait to start it up. But I just thought I'd show you guys some of the house developments, but I'll have Paralive's content on my main channel if you guys want to watch that. And then Bowsie's helping us work today. Franny is at daycare. Bowser used to go to daycare, but now that he's 6.5 years old, he doesn't really yearn for the daycare lifestyle anymore, I don't think. As much as he does enjoy other dogs, he doesn't need to play all day like Franny does. Look at you two. Yes. Oh, that was a big sigh. Apparently dogs sigh not when they're frustrated, but when they feel content. That's what I've read. Yeah. But sometimes it can sound so sassy when they're like, you're doing a little bit of grooming, are you, Bows? Actually, we have the groomers coming on Thursday this week. You got a bit of hair stuck. And how are you, James? You're good. It's nice being home. I miss being home.
Yeah, good.
As grateful as we are to stay at the other house whilst renovating, that is such a big help. Still miss being home. Yeah. Getting all the love, aren't you, Bows? And this morning we went for coffee, didn't we? Yeah. He wants, yeah.
Maybe that's a snacky.
Yeah.
Your kib.
Oh.
You licked.
He did lick.
Would you like your kib? Are you hungry?
Lick means yes. Bowsy, would you like some kip? Yeah, we'll see what the lads are up to. I keep saying lads. I don't know, it's our new word, isn't it? Lads. GG's we move. Yeah. And Bowser's paying attention because he can hear his kibble being poured. Look at that serious face. It's like, oh my God, it's my feeding window. Oh, James is showing it off. He has a ramp. It's actually really great because it's kind of light enough to move around. The brand's called Pet Gear. I researched for so long to find steps and ramps that were...
We went through a few as well.
We went through quite a few, yeah. I wanted, because a lot of the ramps are just not strong enough. They're very rickety when dogs go on them, and Bowser just wouldn't use them because he was like, it was fair enough. He was like, this surface is not strong enough to hold me, and he didn't trust that it wasn't going to fall. So then Pet Gear we found on Amazon. This kind of sounds like a sponsor, but it's not. And yeah, they're really good. So if you're looking for dog steps that are very stable, but also light enough to move, like they're pretty light, that's what you want. And they come as stramps, they come as 2 steps, 3 steps, and yeah, just really glad that we were able to find those. So yeah, get yourself a stramp if you have a big dog whose joints you're taking care of. Anyway, let's see what renovations are happening. Was that yummy? Yes, it was. I just could watch animals for days. They're just so fascinating. Okay, so the bathroom is going to be wrapped, which basically protects it until bricklaying, I guess. Oh wait, no, we're not doing bricklaying. We're doing cladding, not brick. We thought about brick, but it was more expensive. So say goodbye to this structure for, how long do you reckon, Shannon? A couple of weeks? Until it gets unwrapped again?
No, that's, once it's wrapped, we'll start cladding it.
Oh, you put the cladding over the wrap? Oh, that's exciting. Well, when does the cladding start?
I'm assuming, a week or so, 2 weeks.
Oh, that is so exciting. So this wall's going to be completely blank because we moved the window to the side here. We'll have to work on decorating that wall at some point. I'm not really sure what we want to put there, but if you have any ideas, let me know, because I think doing something with that wall will be important. We'll have white paneling, just kind of like this here. Thought that was simple. We could have done graying off wood, but again, that would probably be more expensive. And then inside the bedroom where that hole in the roof was, they're covering that up for the time being until it has its full repair. What is this for? These wheelbarrows stuff.
That's called quarter minus. That's for
Quarter minus.
around the drain. It's just got is it like a support?
It's just a bedding material so it can't compact and squish the drain.
Oh, so it protects the drains from being damaged by being compacted too much. So that's cool. Is it just a rock? Like a little stone gravel thing? Cool. Learning so much. Also, Shannon dug up a tire the other day, which is crazy. This was just buried underground. Super random. Might have been for a tractor or something, but I couldn't see a date on it. I wonder how old it is. Sometimes people would just dump tires, like dig them into a hole because it was cheaper and easier than paying for them to be disposed of correctly. But sometimes they were also used, I think, as a Parisian water capture or something like that. I read that online too. Or of course, sometimes people use them for garden beds. So I suppose that's possible, but it doesn't really look like it's been used for a garden bed. So that was fun, bit of treasure. This is where the pipes are being dug down into because remember we had to remove the ORG, that was the overflow right here. And funnily enough, that was actually not even doing anything. So it's good we've had it removed. It was just cut off at the end without a cap, which is a little bit silly, I think, but good to have it taken out because Sam the plumber was explaining to me that after a while it would begin to smell when all of the water evaporates. So we would have had a smelling issue. So that's good. And now the part that I'm most excited to show you guys is this. We have our beautiful timber for our walkway and our awning over here for the patio. I think this is blackbutt timber and it smells really nice. And this is going to remain as is and then it will grey off in the weather. So it'll be a lovely natural grey, which means it doesn't really need much maintenance at all. It's very strong timber. But yeah, I love a good timber. So this width here, these squares, these are going to be, oh, there's a little chip there. These are going to be the posts, just like those ones here, but they're going to run along the walkway. Then these really wide, but not very thick ones, they're going to be some of the beams running along the top. They're so beautiful. And then these smaller ones, we've decided to use these to cover up the seam lines of our like glass plastic roof. So a few of you guys were concerned about the roof being glass. It's not actually glass. It looks like glass, but it isn't. It's technically plastic or a composite, and it's actually designed to not absorb UV. So it's not meant to heat up like regular glass would. Also, being an open walkway, it's not too much of an issue of getting hot because it's, not an enclosed space like this area used to be. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. That even though I call it a glass roof, the clear roof, I'll say, is quite exciting because it's a material I don't think the builders have used before in any of their jobs. So it's a new experiment. And you know what? I actually think this capsicum is ready for us to pick. Whoops, accidentally took up the whole branch. Wow, that is a nice big capsicum. How good. I've been eating tons of lettuce as well. I felt like these were getting to the stage where they look like they might bolt in a few weeks. So I planted more seeds over there. I don't think they've come up yet. Yeah, no sign of them yet, but there are lots of seeds in there. So that should be all lettuce soon as well, because we go through a lot. We eat a lot of salads. Also, I just had a thought because the cornice is coming out because I have to redo the ceiling. I was thinking we might like to have it square set, so zero cornice, like what we did in the lounge room. It looks a bit more clean and contemporary. And it also, I think, gives the illusion that the ceiling's a little bit higher. I think having a cornice actually shortens the ceiling a little bit. And those things always do make a bit of a difference. That's what it looks like right now. You can see that it's slightly rounded. It's more of a classic look. And then Shannon just pointed out that it looks like the plaster goes up high enough so that they don't have to like replace that plaster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we might be able to do that within budget, but the problem is the curtains are not tall enough because they sit just below the curve in the cornice, which is another reason why I'd love to get a square set cornice, because then the curtain rod can go all the way to the ceiling and it looks more seamless than having it slightly down from the roof. So, have to have a chat to James to see if he'd be happy having the curtains slightly off the floor, or we want to pay for new curtains, which isn't ideal. But this is like the only time we can do this, because we're not obviously going to redo the ceiling again. So it's like, do we want to do this in our forever home or not? Also, Lockie's just been covering the interior roof here, which is good. Even though it's all watertight already up there from the roof, it's just good, just in case, and to stop any debris falling onto the floor. Just to show you guys from the inside, see that? How there's no cornice up there and it's just a flat join. And I think it makes it look the ceiling. I think it makes the ceiling look taller because you can't really see an obvious seam line. I mean, you can, but when you're just looking about and not focusing on it. Obviously, in a home that suits the design style, a cornice makes a lot of sense because it's just a beautiful detail. But I think in a house like ours, it's not, it's just something we don't need. I was just going to ask James a question, but it sounds like he's filming.
Hello.
Hey.
It is hammering a steady rate record.
Well, first of all, ta-da!
Whoa!
Look at this.
Is this a beautiful flower you've given me?
Yeah.
I like that it's got the whole stem on it still.
It actually would be quite nice to display. I showed all the builders.
This.
Yeah, they were impressed.
Oh, were they? I
They're
thought they'd be
good-
like, oh.
They're good spots. So I wanted to have a quick discussion with you. Good thumbnail. Just like,
We had a baby.
oh,
Capsicum.
God. Yeah, I don't know if that title's going to be good. It reminds me of a mandrake, kind of.
Where they scream.
With our bedroom, they're going to redo the ceiling. The cornice.
Why? I thought the ceiling was fine. I'm happy with it.
Oh my God.
Might as well pop a skylight in. Anyway, sorry, what?
The cornice will be fully taken out. So this is our one chance in our forever home to decide if we
The
square
way
off.
you're framing this doesn't sound like it's a decision. It sounds like you're saying this is what we're going to do.
Well, no, of course, it's important.
You're like, it's
But
our one time in
Well,
our forever
no,
house.
If it didn't make sense to take the opportunity now, then it wouldn't feel like our one chance. But it is our one chance.
In our forever home.
In our forever home. So do we want to do it?
It sounds like you're asking if I want to do it.
Yeah.
Not if we want to do it.
No. Yeah, because I already want to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing is, the curtains would have to be replaced. Either we live with shorter curtains or curtains not reaching the ceiling for a while, which will drive me nuts, or we lift them and then they don't meet the floor, which is a bit odd, until we save up for new curtains, or we do get the new curtains and add it to the current budget. Or, and then the other thing is, because my office, they're redoing probably the ceiling there. I'd have to ask the builder if this would
Well,
even be included
well-
within budget anyway.
I was going to your office. What are you even doing with the curtain in your office? Because you're changing it to a door. Will you still use the same curtains?
Oh yeah, we have to get a new...
You don't have to.
No, we don't have to get new curtains, but
You could probably keep them.
I would just keep them.
Yeah. Well, then, I guess, are you going to do the cornice in your office as well, or leave that? Because then we have to do curtains in 2 rooms.
If Miguel said, hey, this could be within the current building budget, it's not going to blow it out more, then I'd be like, well, we should take this opportunity.
Because the only... Well, hang on. If they redo the cornice, though, do they have to redo plaster on all the walls?
I don't know. These are the questions we'd have to ask.
Because that's a bigger job than just doing the outside
Well,
wall.
I know if it's going to cost us a lot more, then I don't want to do it.
Okay.
'cause
Well, and
it's
then I
already-
think we're on the same page anyway.
But if it's included, then all we'd have to do is get 2 new curtains.
Yeah, get some from Bunnings. Schlap it up.
We could, but I'd rather get the same consistency throughout the house.
Yeah, well, I think we're on the same page.
And then the other thing is we have blackout curtains behind the shears in the bedroom.
Correct.
Franny likes to sleep behind the curtains, so we'd get the same ones. yeah, we wouldn't get a blind.
God, no. It would be too bright.
See, I'm not bothered by a little bit of light.
If there's like a
the
tiny
sides.
bit of light when I sleep, I'm like,
See, I don't mind that at all, but James does. And also then Franny wouldn't be able to go under the blind, which would be really sad because she likes to sleep behind the curtain every night. Mm-hmm. And it makes them really dirty and smelly, so
well,
it's worth it.
can we have a look?
Sure.
Because they're redoing these two walls anyway. We know that. So you could do it there, but then I don't know if you take off the corners here, if you have to redo the entire wall as well, or they can just patch it, I don't know.
I have no idea.
I guess it depends how big of a job that is.
Oi, Shannon. Is he out there? I don't think he's out there. Oh, is Shannon here?
Yeah.
Oh. Did you just hear me say, oi, Shannon? No. Oh, we were just wondering if when you redo the cornice, do you have to replaster the whole wall or do you patch the top?
And then above the wardrobe as well, like what do you do there? You have to get like a little...
Especially if it goes square set, obviously they trowel into this wall, so yeah, they'll resand and like repaint all the walls.
I think, because then we're discussing about my office too, so now I feel like Miguel will say it will cost more, so maybe not worth doing it.
It's worth the ask.
Always worth asking. Yeah.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Hey, Maddie.
Hey, how are you going?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good.
That's good.
The new wood just came and it smells really good and it looks lovely.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, I actually had a question to do with the cornices. I was just wondering, am I allowed to film this conversation for my vlog? Just because it might be interesting.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with the ceiling in the bedroom, because it's being redone, I thought maybe we could square off the cornices, like how we did in the lounge room.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we can do that, yeah.
But then it made me also think about my office because 2 of those walls are being replastered, aren't they?
Yeah, that's fine. We should be able to make it work square set in
Yeah.
those spaces, yeah.
Do you reckon?
And even then the guest room. We could do it all it's the 4 rooms remaining.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
we can all do all 4, yeah. It's not that bad, assuming that there's not a massive gap, but it's not as, like, I think if we've come this far, I guess why not?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I just wasn't sure if it would go that far out of the budget, though. That was...
Oh, look, yeah, I'm assuming that the gap is not that bad. Look, it's certainly just a matter of a couple hours with my plaster anyway. But
yeah.
It's fine. It should be fine with them.
It should be fine within the budget. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that would be amazing. And also, when you do a cornice or redo a cornice, do you have to replaster the whole wall or can you just like patch the top section?
You can just kind of just work with that, with what's there. Like,
Yeah.
look, in some cases we just patch if it's not as, I guess, evident. But yeah, it's generally like for like. We just cleaned it up a little bit, just get off any dags and whatnot, and then just put a new cornice back on. Generally, yeah.
And the ORG that they moved was cut off. It didn't do anything.
Yeah, it wasn't even an ORG, so...
Yeah.
So yeah, Shan dug a trench yesterday for a big hole in trench yesterday for no reason, I think.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh
That's
well,
all right.
at least he got his practice and hours up on the digger, so that's always good.
Yeah, I did send you an email earlier. Not sure if you've seen that, but it's about the window, sashless window and the capping.
Definitely have that seam line, which is fine. I just wanted to check if that'll be timber or metal.
No, look, he'd said like an aluminium capping, which is, he said, look, that's the most discreet we're going to get it.
All right, well, thank you. And
That's
yeah,
okay.
have a
Thank you.
good rest of your day.
Will do, you too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So there you go. That is how we communicate with our builders, because sometimes when you're going into building and renovations, it can be daunting to even know how to communicate what you would like done and even wonder if you can ask the question, will this be within budget? I really thought it wouldn't be. So I'm very pleasantly surprised he thinks it will be within budget to remove all those cornices and in the guest room. That's kind of crazy. So I'm excited to tell James that. But it does mean we need to save up for new curtains, which will be an extra expense because they'll be custom. We can always get pre-made curtains. That's a more affordable way of doing it. But I really love the look of custom curtains, and even more so to suit the rest of the house. So I'd rather go down that route. Okay, so I had a chat to Miggy. Miggy Moo. The nickname I gave him, but I don't always call him that, but sometimes. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm waffling.
You're waffling.
Shush.
Shush, Kelly, you're waffling.
Shush. He said that he thinks they can do both of the rooms within the budget. And...
Thinks or knows? Because I don't want him to start doing it and be like, oh, it cost more.
Well...
I want him to say,
Well,
it's
that's
not
a
going to
good-
increase the budget.
Okay.
I don't want none of these maybes.
I know. Okay, I will
'Cause
go back
if it
and
costs
make
more,
sure.
that's fine. He just needs to tell us that.
I will double check.
But that sounds good, though.
Yeah, and get this. And the guest room. Which means the whole house will be done.
Well, but not this room.
Oh, except for your office, yeah.
And the hallway.
And the hallway. So not the whole house, but more of the house.
I don't care about it, to be honest. I'm fine just mine staying as is.
Yeah, I don't mind it either. I think when the opportunity arises, it's a good one to take. That
Yeah.
doesn't. It's not like something we have to do.
Yeah, I'm not bothered by it. But I know it's something that you really like. So
I
if
do
it doesn't
really
cost
like
more,
it.
we may as well do it.
Yeah. Well, I will double check with him that it's a definite, not a surprise. And
Not like, ooh, maybe. Oops, it cost more. Sorry.
I'll text him and ask. I just got tired again.
Oh dear, I need another coffee.
No, I can't ever.
Coffee. Yay!
No, I've already had two. Oh, but I could because it's still in the morning. It's only 11:30. I feel like we've been up for days. Do you want to get me a coffee? Can
No.
you get me a coffee?
No,
Dang it. Always worth asking.
I already had 2 coffees.
Can I ask the tradies to go get...
You can ask them if they want coffees and then you can go get them.
Hey, do you guys want a coffee? And they'll be like, yeah, thanks. And I'll be like, great, can you get me one?
When you go, can you get me one?
Can you get me one too?
What about your matcha?
Oh yeah, I could have a matcha tea. That's a good idea. Because matcha has caffeine in it, but a lot of people don't know that it doesn't give you the same anxiety and twitchiness that coffee does. Because instead of like regular coffee gives you an energy boost and then you have a crash, it's short-lived. But with matcha, it's a longer and
Why
smoother.
is that?
It's to do with the chemical compounds in it.
Like in the actual leaves of the matcha? Or
Something to do with, there's a long word. plants.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
Yes.
Photosynthesis?
No, it's not photosynthesis.
The mitochondria? That's the
No.
powerhouse of the cell.
Anyway.
Do you know what the midichlorians are?
Is that in the Mandalorian?
Yeah, it actually is. It's Star
Is it
Wars.
really?
It's Star Wars. I don't know.
I was thinking it sounded like...
I don't know if they ever actually mentioned it in Mandalorian, but yeah, it's a Star Wars thing.
That's so funny, because you have things that sound like Star Wars, and then you have things that sound like Lord of the Rings. And I feel like they have that little twang to it. Man, I'm so smart.
You got a very high M count.
Excuse me?
It's a midichlorian count, which means you got a very good force sensitivity. That's good.
I have the force. Actually, John the Brickie told me the other day that I have aura. That's what the young kids say these days for charisma.
And then they say negative aura if like you do something bad or like something awkward or cringe.
Negative aura.
Or generational aura loss or something.
That's really sad.
We're hip now.
We're so cool.
I was like, we're very blue right now. You've got your blue hoodie on, I've got mine on. My lighting is blue.
It's just because you copy my style all the
No.
time.
I can change it if you need me to. Hang on.
It's okay. You don't have to change your lighting. Oh, we're green now. Oh,
There-
we're pink.
there you
Oh,
go.
I like this.
There you go. Is that better?
Yeah, will you keep this for your video?
Probably not. I'll probably put it back for consistency's sake.
This is when you do Disney Dreamlight Valley sponsors. The lighting. Well,
Well, we go home. Do we need to? I think we're done recording, aren't we?
Oh yeah, sorry guys. I've shown my process of making matcha tea on my Instagram page. It's a reel if anyone's interested. But here in my tea drawer, I do have this matcha, which is from Japan. It's a product of Japan, but sold in Australia. This is my matcha making kettle because you can set it to exactly 80 degrees Celsius, which is the correct temperature to make matcha with. So you have the little scoop. You also have the bamboo whisk that if you can be bothered, you can make it bloom by leaving it in hot water for a while so the bristles turn outwards. But you ideally would take your time to make a matcha tea and treat it as a beautiful, lovely ritual. So we get a generous bamboo scoop of our matcha powder. High quality ceremonial grade matcha powder really does make a difference in my opinion if you're not just cooking with it. And because I know what it tastes like, I'm an absolute matcha snob now. Can't stand most matcha that you can buy. And the powder will be really lovely and vibrant and like a beautiful fresh green, whereas the lower quality matcha powders will typically be a little darker. And I've had a few questions about my matcha kettle by a brand called Varia, V-A-R-I-A, that I just bought online. So I just pour a little bit in to, actually I put too much in just now. Wasn't focusing on it. I was too busy talking about my kettle, but you want to create a paste usually. This is not a paste, it's too watery. To just begin diluting the powder and mixing it into the water. Then once you've done that, you can pour the rest of it. I go about half to 2/3 of the way because the next bit you make a W pattern with the whisk, and what you're aiming to do is create a lovely froth on top of your tea. So you just go like this for a while, and this is where the water temperature and the quality of the powder, I think, makes a really big difference. Or maybe it's just the water temperature. When you do this with boiling water, it doesn't froth properly, but it might be the powder too. So you see how we've got that lovely froth? I mean, I'm not a pro at it, but I like having it, and then I just fill it up gently. And there's our matcha tea. Nothing better than having your company, Bowsy. He likes being patted on his side like this. So usually you would want to have your matcha not while sitting at your desk and working, ideally, I think. The ritual would be to fully sit and calm yourself and take that moment of quiet. Oh, that's so good. It has a bit of a grassy taste, so true matcha I don't think is something that everyone would like. I think it's also something you learn to appreciate the more you get used to it. It's like a grassy, sweet taste. It shouldn't be bitter, I don't think. Good morning, guys. We are actually, is it morning right now? Good afternoon, you guys. Welcome to a big update regarding the renovation. The guys have absolutely smashed out the entire terrace area this morning. It's kind of crazy. So let's have a look at where they're at. They are so speedy that they have already put up the frame this morning, and they actually think the whole frame, including the walkway, might be done by the end of today. So it's looking really good. So excited. I actually love the look of the exposed rafters, but because we want this to be covered for rain, that will all be closed up, that section. And as you guys know, down the end there, where the walkway is, that's where we'll have light coming in. And I'm not sure if I actually explained the reason why. That's so light can get into the kitchen and the guest room window, as well as the bathroom window. So that's why we have a clear walkway to just maximize that light. But here, we could actually put in 2 skylights if we feel like it's going to be too enclosed. The builders are going to make provisions for those skylights going in. The ceiling height will actually be at the base of these rafters, so about there. And then there'll be a fan in the middle for in summer to get the airflow. And we can also get an idea of where some trees can go just in this area here. So there's a bit of width for some trees to go, which I actually didn't think we'd have that much room. So that's really exciting to be able to add more greenery there. This gutter right here is going to be cut, and this should join up pretty seamlessly, I think, to where the other gutter is, which is nice. And the ensuite is looking good. Not too much to report there. This does actually look really complicated, how all of this will be joined back together to look seamless. So they're making some adjustments because they needed to change the size of one of the blue colored pieces of wood. And the reason why it's blue is because it's termite treated, so it's termite resistant. And also that piece of wood is actually stronger than the regular pine wood that is in the middle. So you can see here there's actually lots of layers of wood formed together, and that's what strengthens it. And then it comes in different colors depending on the treatment of the wood, I think. So I'm back working at my computer. I have to edit a video today. We're editing a Paralives build, my first build ever. And it's actually quite handy because I can keep an eye on what they're working on outside through the glass door. So I can see when I need to vlog the walkway, because I do want to catch that. Paralives, so far it looks really good, very impressive for an indie game, and given that it's just early access at the moment, it's not the fully fledged game yet, I think it's well exceeded my expectations actually. So yeah, I'm excited to get this build video out, and then I need to also do some thumbnails, and then the groomers are coming because I come once a month to groom the chowies. I actually went to the beach with them and my friend and their dog walker, Sarah, who's wonderful and helps us out with them a lot. So yeah, we all went to the beach and Bowser had a swim. It was a little rough for their liking. They don't like the waves, but we still had a nice time. And I'm just having a green tea as I edit, which always makes me feel zen. Better get to editing and then making thumbnails and then hopefully get home in time for the groomers, but we'll check in on the walkway as they complete it. After a while, I went out to see how the guys were going again, and it was really interesting getting to see them work. They were taking so much care with this special wood because it's more expensive. They really can't afford to make any mistakes with it. And it is such a heavy, hard wood material, it is more difficult to work with as well. So you can really appreciate how much effort goes into building structures like this that sometimes you don't even think about. But yeah, they were working together to check angles. They were doing a lot of maths and calculations, which I would find that really hard. And then this particular part where they had to connect two beams together, they redid this so many times where they would measure it, put the wood up, it would be slightly off, so they'd take it down again, hand saw it, hand chisel it, put it up again, see if it fitted perfectly. If it didn't, they would take it down again. I think they might have done this 3 or 4 times, so I really got to appreciate how much effort they were putting into getting this exactly perfect. And the thing that I love about this building company, the Builders Project, is they have such a good eye for detail and they really go to great lengths to get a beautiful finish on the builds that they do, which is not something that every builder offers. So we felt so lucky to find these guys. And this is me just chilling and watching them work, which I thought was kind of funny. Hey guys, we are back to see what work was done on Friday, because today is Friday night. The builders have just left and we've had a really busy day doing other stuff. So yeah, it's so exciting. It looks absolutely amazing. And the craftsmanship and detail they've had is really, really impressive. So let's take a look at it. Yay! So this is obviously where the ceiling and roof will be that we can sit under and be protected from the rain. There'll be no walls on this. James is demonstrating. Thank you. So we'll have our chairs and stuff here. We will have the fan, whoa, nearly tripped over, underneath here. There will also be white paneling so it's not just like a plain white ceiling, which will be a nice little detail. And then if need be, if it feels too dark, we may have a couple of skylights added on either side. Not massive ones, like they'd be the size of one of these rectangles probably. And then just over here is where we will plant some trees, not sure what kind yet. This part down here, oh my gosh, oh, they had to cover it up.
You can still see on this.
But we can
On the
kind of see on
outside.
this side.
Yeah, and if you look at the door.
Oh, wow. The joinery is so nice. And so this wood is spotted gum. So this is really great for if you want wood to grey, because just naturally greys really beautifully. And then they'll also, oh, James got a special piece.
Heavy. I don't know if you felt how heavy this is. Just feel the weight of it.
Oh, wow. No wonder they said it was
Yeah.
so difficult to work with. And I can see why now. Very heavy, very strong.
Yeah, listen to the sound. That's like really solid.
That is a hard wood.
Even compared to this. Because this will be painted, won't it?
Yeah, so that will be painted cream. And then we also have spotted gum going along this green wall too. I do like the green, but I think having wood there with greenery over it will be nicer. But yeah, this looks so sick. And look, there's James prancing through. So these metal bits will be completely covered by floor. And the floor may cover some of the wood as well, so it will be significantly higher than it is right now. They've just been supported by being drilled into that concrete that is like 2 meters deep in some of these. And let's have a look at the detailing of these joins. So you can see how beautifully the wood's been cut here. So it just kind of locks in like a jigsaw almost. And it's just so beautifully done. And the guys were also saying, because it's more expensive wood, it's a little bit scary to work with because they don't want to make any mistakes. They've taken their time, I think, with making sure it just all fits together beautifully. And we're so grateful for that, because it takes extra work to refine it. And they've also been having to do hand sawing and hand chiseling to get it all right too. So lots of heavy lifting as well, because it's so heavy. And it's a really good height, isn't it, James? And
I don't really know what I expected, because we knew it was going to be joining to the roof, but it's very tall in a good way. And because the roof will be on top of the wood, right? So it'll be like, it's going to be like the height of the canvas, right? Like it won't be lower. Because it's going on top.
I guess.
Yeah, so it's going to be tall.
So also with the joinery for our lovely wood going to the house, the builders were also saying originally the engineer wanted these connected using like metal brackets. So like this one up here.
Because this is all we're going to see. This is all going to be covered up. So this one doesn't matter. Whereas this one is kind of like the feature walkway. So if you had that metal showing.
They've actually done the designing and then brought the design to the engineer, because usually the engineer would do the design themselves. But they've brought it to the engineer, and then the engineers, you know, I guess said yes or no or adjusted it a little bit. And they've figured out a way how to make it look seamless. So we are really impressed. We feel very well taken care of. They're trying to get the nicest finish possible, which is taking extra time, and the bricks will be laying next week on top of this wall. And that'll also give it a really nice, better refinement and look and feel. And I just can't wait, because also John said he's going to teach me how to lay bricks too. So hopefully if I'm home or available while he's laying them, I definitely will have a go at it. But yeah, we're absolutely stoked. And of course, this walkway here that's currently covered up, but it would usually look up to the sky. That's where the clear, I'm going to call it glass panels will be. It's not actually glass. It's a type of plastic composite, I think. That's going to be here. So you will look up and see the sky. And it won't get too hot either, because it's open here on the side. Like this is all open. And also the material itself is made to reduce heat caused by sunlight. But man, I just can't get over this joinery. It's so beautifully done. Like this is some carpentry. Am I right? Am I right? And then look at this piece up here. That's like a jigsaw piece too. That's so well done. So I think I can say for both of us, we're absolutely stoked with how this is going.
Yeah, I'm excited. All right, I'm ready for them to finish now.
I know, me too. I just can't wait to see it. It's going to look so beautiful, I
Yeah.
think, because we can really... And you know, it looks so much more expansive now. I mean, obviously it's going to be filled in more once there's flooring and all of that done, but
Oh,
I think it kind of looks more open for sure.
It's the same thing with like when we did the inside and the bathroom. It looks smaller when everything's ripped out. But then when you start getting the actual structures in, then you can actually see the space. Because I feel like when this wasn't here, this like the width between the fence and the house kind of seems small. But with this, it kind of feels a lot like there's a lot more space. Because we know that this is all going to be a garden bed here.
Yeah, this is all going to be garden.
I guess well, not right up here because there's the concrete, but I guess from here onward.
So from where these columns are, back to the wall, that will all be garden. And to get to the side of the house down there, there'll be a couple of stepping stones that match the flooring. So James is going to demonstrate where the stepping stones are. He is so good at that. Wow, isn't he amazing? He's just... You should do this for a job, demonstrations on how to use stuff. Instructional video professional.
You want to do a weight workout? I'm going to feel how heavy this is.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. The boys were just carrying those columns by themselves. That's insane.
Heavy.
No wonder Shannon was like, yeah, it's been a tough wood to work with. Drilling into this would be so hard. But man, it's so pretty. I hope they keep all these offcuts for something. Surely.
Do we pay for them? Do we get to keep them? They're ours.
Or do we get to keep them?
I have no, you know what? I have no idea how it works.
We could make something out of these. Maybe we can get them to make little planters. This will be a heavy step to move for the jazz.
Well, it's not going to move. That's the problem. Not the problem, the reason. Careful of your hand, you don't squish it.
So yeah, I think what I'll do is finish this vlog off here, you guys. So next week, I think we're up to at least doing some bricklaying. I don't actually know what else they're working on next week. Wow. Oh, and I also forgot to say, for the walkway between these big lines of wood, the panels, they couldn't actually order them wide enough to fit across this whole space. They come in smaller panels. So what they're doing is, I actually explained this earlier in the video, I think. There'll be two of the glass looking panels here. And so there'll be a seam line in the middle. And that seam line will be covered by more of this spotted gum wood, these pieces down here. So they're going to be not as thick as that. So it'll be like a thick one, and then a thin one in the middle, then a thick one, and then a thin one in the middle, which I think will still look really nice. And it was a good way to solve that problem of the actual material not being available in bigger portions. Otherwise, you have to connect it with like a metal seam line. I was actually talking to them about the seam line. I was like, what is the seam line going to look like? And they just got this like metal thing across it. And I said, can we do wood over it? So, and then they said, yeah. So actually, it was kind of my idea. I'm a genius. But yeah, they're executing it and making it happen. So it's a really good team effort. So yeah, let us know what you think. And I've also got to start planning what kind of things to plant in the garden as well. So that's the next thing to research for me, my next job. But I'm thinking in this area right here, I think I will put the olive tree here that's been in a pot and looking a bit sad for the last 3 years. And it can be its time to shine. Might actually be able to get 2 in here actually. Because in the harsh Australian summers, a Mediterranean tree like an olive tree is really good for the dry weather and droughts because it doesn't need much rain, so it would probably do really well here. And also they're very beautiful all year long, you know, they're not deciduous, so they've always got leaves. Some of the animals like the olives. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you are having a lovely morning, afternoon or evening wherever you are in the world, and I can't wait to speak to you all soon. Dag dag!